All right, I don't know what happened, but it's about to go down. Cause it's Tuesday. I'm on the show. Cause it's Tuesday. Let's go. Hey, cause it's Tuesday. I'm on the show. Cause it's Tuesday. Let's go. Hey, man, look. These my blockers. Can't let you get to me when I got my blockers on. Okay, what you do? I still can see you. I got my blockers on. I'm untouchable. That's what my daughter always tell me all the time. We're riding in the car. She's like, Daddy, put the blockers on. I'm like, smart young lady, smart young lady. So look, it's a privilege and it's an honor to fill in for my friend, my brother, Mr. A.T. Jones. He's doing big things. I'm just glad to be a part of it, you know, and I'm thankful because I have someone to hold me accountable. And that's why we're on the accountability call. Yep. So we're on the accountability call because we need the group that we have to hold us accountable to certain things. And I'm glad, I'm thankful that I have someone besides myself that can hold me accountable. I have a true friend, and that's what friends do. When you're in need, you step up. So I had the privilege today to come to you guys on the accountability call to get up at 4:30 when everybody else sleeping, while everybody else slobbing out the mouth. We in here grinding because we got some things that we need to do. Right? And that's why we up. I mean, ain't nobody just up just doing nothing. Right? So let's go. Like, hey, it's your boy Will. Just about to give you some words of wisdom on how to find your burning fire. How you gotta find your burning fire. So look, check this out. So to find your burning fire, this is what I've learned. I think we all have learned it. I had a time in life where my mom, she used to cook. She can cook. Most women can't cook. So by her cooking, guess what? I can cook. But look, so mom was cooking, and I used to always be in the kitchen, and she was like, boy, don't touch that pot. It's hot. I'm like, okay. You know, when you're young, you kind of, you on that, and when you're a boy, boys like to get into stuff. Right? It's just, girls will be doing that. So I go to the pot. At the time and time, she done said it's hot. Don't touch that pot, it's hot. Don't touch that pot, it's hot. So being the young man that I was, yep, you guessed it, I touched the pot. And guess what happened? I got burnt. Yep. Worst feeling ever. I think it's worse than a toothache. But what ended up happening out of that experience was it took me getting burnt to know that I don't need to be doing that. And when you're trying to find your burning desire, sometimes it takes you to get burnt to find out what your desire is on how to keep your burning fire. It takes that sometimes. So realize in this course of life, not this course, but this course of life, when you have something that is inside you, you will know when it needs to come out. Like everybody, everybody has the Incredible Hulk inside them. Yep, like you seen the movie, the Hulk was like, I'm always angry. Like he always angry. So it's like everybody knows within their self when it's able to do the things that when you're angry that you need to do. So meaning when it's time for you to, knuckle up, when it's time to put these up and let's go, like you just don't come from like, oh, all right, let's go. No, within you already built up. So as soon as somebody get a swing, you're like, oh yeah, let's get it. Like you already, because you already angry inside. So that's why I said when you have something that's a burning fire within you, you will know when it's time for it to come out. Like, I can't tell you when to turn into the Hulk, but I got to do some things to turn you into the Hulk. Let's go, Quan. What up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Let's go. Let's go. There goes Shantae. Shantae. So look. Good morning, y'all. I'm on 1,000 right now. like just this topic is just like right on time. You know, just having a burning, like having that burning fire in you that you need to just keep you going. I was just talking about the Hulk and how the Hulk is always angry. And when you always burning, it's a fire you can't put out. So which means when you have a fire you can't put out, guess what you're gonna do? You get going. It's nonstop. It's nonstop. So when you have a fire inside you, when you have a determination that you have, when you have a plan, when you have a money plan, when you have things that you need to do in life, and it's burning, you can't put it out. You cannot put it out. And that's what I love about having a burning fire. Because you can put water on it. Guess what? That ain't going to work. You can put snow on it. That ain't going to work. And it's the same thing with life. When you have something that's burning, guess what? You got people coming at you. You got people coming at you. Things being said, things being done. That's why I put these blockers on. Because guess what? In life, people coming. They saying stuff. They doing stuff. They trying to stop that fire that you don't see, but they see it. Like you can't see my eyes, right? But you know they there. You can't see my eyes, but you know that they are there. But once I'm exposed, now you have people coming with that opportunity. You got people gonna come in with the opportunity trying to give you that. But when you have and that's what they're trying to do. Like they see where you're going. They see what you're doing. So what happens is in life, situations happens, things come up. It's going, like we say, it's going to hit you in the mouth. And that's why you got to, like, if you get hit in the mouth, you just can't just keep taking it. Like, I can't let you keep doing this to me without my hand doing this. Eventually, I have to do this. Eventually. It's the same thing with life. Good morning, Miss Smith. Let's go. Let's go. Look, I realize, like, when you have a fire inside you, you are in control. I'm going to say that again. When you have a fire inside of you, you are in control. You in control. Because you control your thoughts. Yep. You control your decisions. Yep. You control your plans. Yep. That's 3 things right there that you can control. So you can't blame nobody else for why you're not fulfilling the fire that's inside you that don't nobody else may know about. Yep. Like, don't nobody else know about but you. So when you have a burning fire inside you, you got to realize it's inside you. Think about it. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen, I'm going to show y'all a visual real quick. It's inside you. And what we pay attention to is what's on the outside. Right? Because think about it. When you go into a store, when you go somewhere and something is damaged, what's the first thing come to your mind? Oh, yep, discount. I heard you. Like when you see it damaged, you're like, ooh, I like that. Let me get closer to it. I'm gonna pick this thing up because I want to get this on discount. Right? And that's what normally happens. You see what's on the outside, not knowing what's on the inside. Because if you knew what was on the inside, the value never changed. The value never changed from the burning inside that you had. But because what's on the outside of the container, and that's what you see, because like you got to see better to do better, right? That's how I grew up. Yeah, I grew up in an area to where, you know, I had the crack house on like 15 steps from my house. But if I didn't get an environment to where I seen better to do better, I'd have been another statistic. So this is what I mean by people look at the outside. Right? I'm coming. All right, bam. Got a box. Simple box. It's pretty. It's nice. Right? But when you have a burning desire, you can't see that. You can't see the burning desire that's on the inside. So this is what happens. Yep, this is what happens. Family members start talking about you. You didn't get that promotion. No money. Got lied on. Got cheated on. I didn't reach that goal or that dream. I don't know who I am. And we start doing all these things. And this is what life is throwing at us, right? And after all that's done, who want to be a part of that? Who would accept this for what it is? When you see this, would you be like, oh, let me take this. I like this thing real nice and I'm going to make it mine. And no, you're not. The eye is deceiving what's on the inside. And that's how we look at life sometimes. We look at life like this. Yep. So that's why we're on this accountability call. Because we need different perspectives. We need people to help us to see better, to do better. So when you see this and things happen in life and people hitting you in the face and you're not hitting them in the mouth with your success, but you let them hit you with all kind of other stuff and you accepting it, guess what happens? You get damaged. And when you get damaged, there's things that happen when you have a bitter state of mind where no one can make a good decision when you're bitter. If you made a good decision when you was bitter, raise your hand. Don't worry, I'll wait. If you've made a great decision when you was bitter or when you was upset, let me know. Inbox me, holler at me, put a 1 up, put a 2 up. If you made a great decision when you was bitter. Right? So look, check it. The box is damaged. It's damaged goods. But when you realize that you have something within yourself that nobody can see, the value never change on this box. Because once you open it up, bam. Look, you see that? The value of the burning fire on the inside. The dreams that you had on the inside, the goals that you have from planning, having your money plan, having your thoughts together, having your decisions that you need to make, it never changed. The value of this never changed. That's why it's on the outside. Come on, y'all. Like, listen to what I'm telling you. Like, there's things inside of you that only you know about. And that's why we're in this group that we have that's holding us accountable. Because I need everybody in here to be able to hold each other accountable. Because I may see the burning desire in you, and I gotta call it out. Right? And that's all it is. That's all it is. Like when I see Johnny doing his chicken, I gotta call it out. When I see Quan doing his thing, I gotta call it out. When I see Monica doing her thing, I gotta call it out. Because we get so caught up on looking on the outside, we forget about the value that's on the inside. That burning fire. The burning fire that's on the inside. The goals that we have. We gotta move ourselves out of the way. Because think about it, let's be honest. If you've done this, I need all y'all to post a 1. How many times in life have you had an idea and you talked yourself out of the idea before you even did anything? I'm gonna let that sink in. And you had an idea And the moment that you had the idea, you talked yourself out of it. And it was a great idea. It was a great idea. And then what happens is you normally see somebody else with that idea. And you be like, man, I thought of that first. But that burning desire that you had on the inside, it didn't come out when it needed to. And only you know when you need it to come out. Like I can say everything that I need to say for that burning desire to come out. But if you don't put in the work, if you don't put in the actions, if you don't put in the time, if you don't commit to what you say you're going to do, if you don't do it, you. Oh, what I just do? I don't know what I just did. Oh. Sorry about that. If you don't put in the work and the time and the effort, that burning desire just gonna sit there. And guess what? At the end of the day, it's still there. It's like, how can I put this? The burning desire that you have right now, all of us, we have a flame that is inside of us that is there. And just because it's not big doesn't mean it's not there. You're like, what do you mean, Will? What I mean is you have a fire inside of you that is still blazing, that's not put out. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, just because it's not spreading the way that it should, because that's what a fire does. It consumes everything around it. Come on, y'all. Like, let me put this in better terms. When you have a fire and it's contained, it is in its proper place, it's the right thing for you, right? So I'm gonna give you an example. When you're cooking, when you turn that gas stove on, when you turn the gas stove on, the fire is consumed in this, in this little, on the stove. So it's like this, it's contained. But what happens when the fire goes outside of its container? It spreads. And then when it spreads, it takes on everything that it touches. Right? So that's how we have to be in life. We have a fire that's like this. And it's inside the container. It's like this. We got to get to a point in life where we go outside of the container and start consuming everything. That's what we got to do. Because then once you start consuming things, you start seeing, ooh, I can do this. This is what's good for me. That's not what's good for me. And notice sometimes in the fire, when you're burning, you will know. Only you will know. Because you made the sacrifice. Yup. You still getting up at 4. Yup. And what you got to realize is when you have a fire, there's certain things that you got to move out of the way. And the one best thing to move out of the way is your feelings. Yup, I said it. I'm going to hit you in the mouth this morning. Move your feelings out of the way. So when you don't, even though you don't feel like doing it, you need to do it. Yup. Because a lot of us be like, oh, I don't feel. Like, move them out of the way. The same way you feel, you can feel it like moving them out the way. Because that's what's going to hold you back. It's not going, you can't blame nobody else. That's why we have this accountability call. So when you can't get up, or when you're sick, like sometimes you got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of anybody else. And sometimes that's what we do with that fire that we have. We take care of everybody else. We take care of everybody else and forget about ourselves. And like they say, you put yourself on the back burner. Get it? Like you put yourself on the back burner. Meaning, if I put myself on the back burner, what is happening? I'm still burning. You see that? So even though you took care of everybody else, you taking care of your mama, you taking care of the kids, you taking care of the work, you taking care of the house. You doing all that for everybody else. You helping the homeless people. You doing all that. You helping friends. And then you put yourself on the back burner. And then you forget that you're still burning. That, like I told you, the fire never went out. It never left. But because we got so busy, it's like, don't get too busy doing things for everybody else and forget the one person that you really need to be taken care of. And we do that. And then what ends up happening? You taking care of everybody else, now you can't function good. And then what you have to do for you to function good? Take care of yourself. Like, I don't need to go to a doctor for the doctor to tell me to take care of myself. I don't need to go to the doctor to be like, oh yeah, I gotta pay you all this money for you to tell me I'm stressed out. I know I'm stressed out because I ain't taking care of myself. I'm on the back burner. And how you find that back burner is you strive no matter what it takes. And have the expectation, a real expectation. We're gonna be real today. Have a real expectation to where when you're going forward and you have a real expectation, you understand that things are going to happen. And no matter what happens, you can bob and weave to get to your location. You can go where you need to go in whatever direction. Something come that way, something come that way, and you keep moving forward. That's what you got to do. I played hopscotch. I sure did. Yep, I know how to, like, a lot of us are going towards the burning fire that we have. And we don't move out of the way for the things that we shouldn't be attaching ourselves to. Like, we're moving forward, and then something comes, and instead of us, like, we see it coming. It's like this, we see it coming. And instead of moving out the way, we just, like, what? Like, why are you doing that? Like, move out of the way. Move out of the way and let it pass you so you can keep going where you need to go. Because you have a fire that's inside you that can't even be explained. That's how you know you have a fire inside of you. Because all of us have a fire inside of us that you can't even explain right now. Like, even if you tried to explain it, it don't even come out right. Even if you tried to explain it, it don't even come out right. You know why? Because you're not in your purpose. Like I was telling Quan the other day, we was talking. And I said, Quan, when you're not in your purpose, what you'll end up doing is spend your whole life running around trying to feel potential. When you're not in your purpose, you spend your whole life or your whole time running around trying to feel a potential. That's what we do. So you trying to feel a potential, and that's not even your purpose. And then you're trying to figure out, how did you get to that? How did I get to where I'm at? Why I don't believe in myself? Why I'm falling short from my goals? Why I'm giving excuses? When you know the thing, like, it's, my daughter told me this, and this is the craziest thing I've heard. She said, I know what I need to do. I just don't want to do it. I said, okay, you know what you need to do to fix the situation, fix the problem, but you don't want to do it. So who's holding you back? Because you know what you need to do. You know that idea you have. You know that fire you have inside that you need to go forward and do whatever it is that you need to do. Yep. Because when you do it, you'll be at a peace. You'll be at calm. Like when you start believing in the fire that you have, that you know that's inside of you, you start relaxing. And when you're relaxing, it can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. Because the enemy of great is good. What I mean by that, tell you. When we get to a point in life where things are going great, we have a tendency to be like, everything going great, now I can relax. I'm good. Yep. So that burning fire that you have that was blazing, you like, oh, I accomplished everything. Guess what? I'm good. And then you sit back, and then now you got to get, some more matches to burn the fire again that never stopped burning. But because you got comfortable and you got complacent, yeah, that's right. We get complacent. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna hit y'all in the mouth this morning. I get complacent sometimes. I'm not gonna blame nobody else. I do. I get to a point where I'm comfortable and I'm good. I'm like, okay. And then I get hit in the mouth with an accountability call that calls out that thing that I wasn't doing, I was supposed to be doing. Just like that song say, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? I'm sorry, I had a flashback. But you gotta think about that. What have you done for yourself lately? Not everybody else. What have you done for yourself? What has Monica done for herself? What has Johnny done for himself? What has Quan done for himself? Like, what have you done for yourself lately? All right? So look, we have to understand and realize we have bad days. Psych, we have bad moments. You will never have a bad day. Yep, I said it. Have a bad moment, not a bad day. Like, don't let one moment mess up your whole day of not doing the thing that's inside of you to do. It's a moment. That's why we have bad moments. And some people look at it as, oh man, this happened, now that messed up my whole day. What? That happened for 5 minutes. And how'd that mess up the rest of the, 24 hours of the day? Like, think about that. Like, we gonna have bad moments. So guess what? This is what, and people had that saying where, oh, you made your bed, you sleep in it. No, that's not true. That's here. Yeah, you made your bed, you sleep in it, but listen to what it's saying. The moment that you made that decision, you don't live with the decision. That happens in the moment. You live with the consequences from the decision. You follow me? Like, you live with the consequences from the one bad decision that you made. So, I'm a visual person. I break it down. So you have a kid out of wedlock. You had sex. We all grown. That happens in the moment, right? That don't last forever. So, right? So the child is born. It's 18 years. Probably more than that. Like, you just created a life, which means you have a decision that you made in that moment, but there's consequences from it. I'm not saying the child is the consequence. I'm saying the consequences, if you got baby mama drama, you got to figure out plane tickets, you got to figure out, who gonna pick up who gonna do what. That's what you got to live with. I don't care who you are, you got to live with it. That's the consequences. You got to live with the consequence from raising your child, only seeing them on the summers. Because guess what? When they're in school, you can't be taking them out of school. So don't let the moment mess up everything, because it's the consequence that you got to live with. Right? So that's what I'm getting at. Like, things, believe me, y'all. Like, listen to what I'm telling you. Like, I'm on this accountability call because I need it. I've been to a place to where I've been on the other side. Right? And what I mean by being on the other side, I made bad decisions. I made bad choices. I didn't listen to the fire that was inside of me, but guess what? The moment I decided within myself to trust the fire that was burning, this is what you see that's happening. Yep. Of course. I made bad decisions. I got locked up. Look at me. Did 8 months. I don't look like what I've been through. I tell you that. raising 4 girls. Tell you that. But it's just one of those things you have to realize. You have something inside of you. And every person that you come in contact with, that you meet, deserves the best part of you. So all of us in this room, I deserve the best part of y'all. Y'all deserve the best part of me. Like, I shouldn't come at you half-stepping. Like, figure out the thing that makes us connect to where we can just keep going to new levels. And if it's getting on the accountability call, checking on somebody, seeing what somebody is doing, I'm going to be real. A lot of us got, I ain't got that many friends. You got like 1,000 to 1,200 people on your Facebook. But you talk to like the same 5 every time. Even in your phone, I call it self-inventory. When you got a fire inside of you, you got to do a self-inventory check. You get your phone and you look at all 500 contacts you have and you ask yourself a question. If I see, let's see, Laquan Smith, is he a positive in my life or a negative? If he a positive, okay, I'll keep it. All right. This person only texts me on Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. I don't even know who this is. Why they in my phone? Just saying. Just saying. Do a self-inventory check and ask yourself the people that you talk to in your phone, in your Facebook, are they a positive or a negative? Because think, we all getting the same information. And that's why it's called the accountability call. That's why you have to find that burning desire. Because you can get the information. But I guarantee you, if you don't apply it, nothing happens. It's like putting change in a bucket. Yep. When you put change in a bucket and you just keep putting it in there, eventually that bucket gets full. And then when you keep doing it, it overflows. And then you realize the change that you really need is falling on the floor. So what you got to do, same thing with life. You got to empty the bucket to keep putting money in there. So in life, you got to empty out people to receive the people that you need. Oh, listen, I'm telling you, you got to empty out your bucket to bring in the people that you need. Because what end up happening, the people that you need are on the outside of the bucket because you're so full with stuff. Hey, listen. You have a burning fire that's inside of you that can't even be contained or explained. Or we can do it vice versa. That can't even be explained or contained. Either way, however you want to look at it, you have it. So look, this morning, forget it, not this morning, for the rest of your life, don't spend your time and how should I put it? In your purpose, find your purpose and don't spend your whole time looking for potential. That's period. Period. Or exclamation point. Either one. But look, I'm telling y'all, you have a burning desire and nothing happens without a thought. Nothing happens until you think it. And if you think it up here, you can see it in your hand. And say that again. If you see it up here, you can see it in your hand. All right? So look, it's your boy Will. Just giving you some words of wisdom this morning on the accountability call. We all need to go out there and hit people in the mouth. Like, yep, I'm about to come up with a new one. I'm about to kick you in the butt. Yep, that's my new one. I'm going to kick you in the butt with my success. Because hitting in the mouth, you can hit you in the butt, you got to sit down. I'm going to hit you where it really hurt. I'm going to kick you in the butt with my success. So when I kick you in the butt, and when you go to sit down, You can be like, dang, Willie hit me, man. That's, you know, I'd rather you be bruised than to be bleeding. That's just me. Like, a bruise hurt more than a bleed because it's internal. Like, if I hit you in the mouth and you bleeding, you can see it. But if I kick you in the butt, you can feel it, but it's internal. So I'm going to kick you in the butt with my success. Yep, sure am. Kick you in the butt. Boop, size 11 and a half, right in the butt with my success. So look, hey, it's your boy Will. Just give you some words of wisdom on how to keep and define your burning fire. Right? So look, you can follow me on Instagram on Wisdom Life. You know, you can follow me on Facebook. I come on every day at 4:00 on my Facebook Live. You know, and that's something that I'm doing because I'm being consistent. And I've learned when people take you serious when you take yourself serious. And that's a burning desire. That was something I thought to myself. I was like, you know what? If I be serious and do something consistently, they'll take me serious. So you can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on LinkedIn. It's Willie Sanders. I got my YouTube channel. I don't know how to post it in here. I still ain't tech savvy. But I got my YouTube channel. It's just Willie D. Sanders. I have a lot of good content on there. I'm telling you, go check it out. It's very amazing of what is happening. You know, get on this train now. You know, if you don't get on it, I'm still going to keep doing it. I'm still going to keep doing it. Right? So, appreciate that, Danielle. Johnny, look, I'm proud of you, man. Keep doing your thing. Quan, you already know I'm proud of you. Monica, look, I'm proud of all y'all. I'm just glad to be in this circle that I have because I realized I have to put myself around people that's doing what I'm doing. And that's hitting people in the mouth and kicking them in the butt. Because the people that you don't have around you, they don't understand it. They don't get it. And when you try to explain it to them, they be like, why is she doing that? Why he doing that? They don't understand it. And it's not for them to understand. That's why you have to have a small group. I mean, I don't know who you believe in, but, you know, Jesus had 12 disciples, but only took 3 of them to the top. Just saying. Can't take everybody with you. Right? So, look, it's your boy Will. Just giving you some words of wisdom. Love y'all, and I mean that. I ain't just saying that. I mean that. Right? So I love y'all. Y'all ever need anything, I'm here. Holla at your boy. And that's my boy E.T. say. Not E.T. That's my boy A.T. say. Hit him in the mouth with your success. I'm out. 2 fingers, 2 fingers, 2 fingers. Let's go.